This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 3rd of March. This is James Spann. All the attention focused on the situation tomorrow night as a line of showers and storms will be coming through with very windy conditions. All the new data is in, so we'll take a look at things together. Well, let's begin with the current upper air look and that big trough you see back in the western states. That is the dynamic support for the activity that we'll be seeing tomorrow night. But today, not bad at all. For most of Alabama, the sky is sunny. That's the visible satellite view. We'll check the radar. And there's a few little echoes on the radar composite here over southwest Alabama, but those are not reaching the ground. And the same thing over Mississippi. Bottom line is it is a quiet afternoon, and it feels pretty good. Keep in mind some spots were below freezing this morning, but we've got 60s on the map this afternoon for the northern half of the state. In fact, all of Alabama in the 60s. Birmingham 62, the same for Huntsville and Dothan. Montgomery 64, Mobile 68. So there is a wind advisory in effect for just about the entire state. This is for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, into Wednesday morning. The only part of the state not at a wind advisory, the southeastern corner. But for most of Alabama, the gradient winds not related to storms could gust to 40, maybe 45 miles an hour tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. So very windy conditions with a very strong wind field with the system coming in here. And the gradient winds might be enough to cause a few scattered power outages. And around the nation, it's messy. Wow, look at the wind advisories all the way from Alabama and Mississippi to the west into Texas and Oklahoma, the Central Plains states. We have winter storm watches up in the cold air sector of the storm from Iowa through parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin. And later today and tonight, maybe some severe storms well to the west of here. Have a risk of severe storms from the Texas Hill Country to near Kansas City and Omaha, including a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk over parts of North Texas and South Oklahoma. Oklahoma City down toward Sherman, Denison, and Mineral Wells, Texas. And then tomorrow, there's a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk from southeast Oklahoma and northeast Texas into the southwest corner of Alabama. On the late morning update, SPC pulled the enhanced risk into the southwestern counties of Alabama. And we'll take a look at the modeling here in just a second. But for most of the state, it's a level 2 out of 5 threat for tomorrow night. We'll take a look at the probabilistic outlook. First off, this is the chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a given point. And you can see in that enhanced risk, the chance is 10 to 14%. And we note that there is a hatched area in southwest Alabama, which means if we can see instability, there could be a strong tornado. Just possible. It's kind of a conditional threat. Depends on the amount of instability we see. But for the rest of the state, the chance of a tornado is pretty low. Not zero, but pretty low. The bigger concern, it's wind. This is the chance of damaging wind within 25 miles of a given point. And by definition, that is 58 miles per hour or greater. And you can see the higher numbers down across southwest Alabama in the enhanced risk. And the numbers there, 30 to 44%. For the rest of the state, the probabilities are lower, with the showers and thunderstorms coming in here tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday, which is day 3, a risk of severe storms in advance of the surface front from near Tampa Bay, Orlando, all the way up to parts of New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So this is the rain for the next 7 days, and this counts the rain we see tomorrow night and another system this weekend. Between the two systems, rain amounts 1 to 1.5 inches for most of the state. So let's break it down. Model fans. Here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run tomorrow afternoon at 3. And there's your trough. You can't miss it. Underneath that, a deep, deep surface low is over Kansas, 984 millibars. And obviously with a deep low like that, the wind fields will be impressive because of the pressure gradient. And you can see a chance of snow north and west of the surface low. Parts of Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, and then south and east of the surface low, the chance of severe storms. Arkansas, Louisiana, eastern Texas. So this is the high-resolution HRRR model, HRRR, high-resolution rapid refresh, valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock local time. And the main line of showers pushing into the northwestern corner of the state, and we do note the HRRR is showing some rain ahead of the line. I honestly don't think any of that will be severe. As always, we'll watch any system that's dynamic in March. We all know to do that, but This is the main limiting factor here. It's just no surface-based instability for the northern two-thirds of the state. I mean, none, zero. And you just really can't have a big severe thunderstorm line with no instability. They will be elevated, but really and truly, I think that most of this over North Alabama is going to come through in the form of showers. Probably not much thunder, not much lightning. And again, you can see there's a little instability across the southwestern part of the state. And again, if we see a surge of unstable air, that's where it would be tomorrow night. It's extreme southwest Alabama, and that's where we have that enhanced risk. This is the STP. This is a composite index, the significant tornado parameter. And the numbers are just not that high over South Alabama tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. They ramp up a little bit over the next hour or two over southwest Alabama. But again, this is the main issue, and it's the wind. And again, the two things, the gradient wind because of the pressure difference, and then the convective wind along the line. And understand this, again, these maps are shown all over social media. These are wind gusts at 10 meters. This is 33 feet off the ground. This is not at the surface. We think at the surface the winds will probably be gusting to 40 miles per hour, maybe 45 up on the ridges. Still, that's a lot of wind. It's going to be very windy tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. The gradient winds, and again with the convective line, there could be enough wind to knock down some trees and power lines in scattered spots. And again, I don't think this will have the same impact as what we had back in mid-February, the 15th and the 16th, that overnight Saturday night event a few weeks ago. But still, it's going to be very windy, and we could see some scattered power outages. And this thing is going to move through very quickly. This is midnight tomorrow night, and the line is already east of Anniston, east of Montgomery, pushing into southeast Alabama, and it sure looks like the line is going to be out of southeast Alabama by probably 2 a.m. So again, this is what it looks like at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. The line pushing into northwest Alabama, and then by midnight, the line pushing into southeast Alabama, and everything should be gone by 2 a.m. Just be aware we'll have that line of storms with strong potential for strong winds. Gradient winds, not related to storms, very strong. And again, the better chance of any isolated tornadoes down across the southwestern part of the state. Again, could there be a tornado over North Alabama? I guess the chance is not zero, but boy, it's close to zero. And again, I just don't think we see much in the way of thunder and lightning, just a lot of wind tomorrow night. But listen, if you got one of those state birds in your yard, get that sucker tied down, otherwise it's going in flight. So during the day, Wednesday, everything's gone. The sky becomes partly sunny. The day will be cooler, 50s for North Alabama. Any wraparound showers would likely be near the Tennessee state line. Most of the state dry Wednesday. This is Thursday. Thursday morning, many spots will likely see a freeze over North Alabama with low 30s, maybe some upper 20s. The high Thursday will be in the 50s for North Alabama, 60s for the southern counties of the state. This is Friday. We'll be in the 60s, a nice day. And then the next little disturbance comes in here Saturday. And let's go to Saturday night. The GFS is pushing that surface low farther north on this run. Instead of coming through central Alabama, now it's coming through middle Tennessee. And it's pretty deep, under 1,000 millibars. And we do note the GFS now is showing a surge of unstable air. So if that trend continues with the surface low farther north, that might mean some strong, maybe severe storms this weekend, especially late Saturday or Saturday night. We stress it is way too early to call. Once we get the storms out of here tomorrow night, then we can focus on the weekend system. And then Sunday, everything is on by. Sunday looks dry, highs in the 60s. And a week from today, this is Monday, the 10th of March, northwest flow aloft and a nice day. High should be in the 60s. Hey, let's keep going. That's what we do. This is 10 days out. This is Thursday, March 13th, troughing north and west of the state, and evidence rain is moving out, so it looks like there could be another round of rain about Wednesday of next week, around March 12th. And understand, March is a very wet month. Having frequent rain producers is very common for this time of the year. Here's a look at rain for Birmingham for the next 15 days. Coming off the European ensemble, we're looking for that green line. That's the mean, a little under 3 inches between now and the 18th of March. Temperatures coming off the NBM National Blend of Models. 74 tomorrow, then highs go back in the 50s on Wednesday and Thursday once we get the system out of here. Then we bounce back in the 70s by the middle part of next week. The coldest morning should be early Thursday morning. Birmingham here showing 34. Many locations in North Alabama should see a freeze early Thursday. And this is yesterday's. Let me take a look and see if the new CPC outlook is in, and I would imagine it is. And let me drop it in the system here, and we'll watch it change together. This is the new 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for March 11th through March the 17th. And again, we're solidly in the orange, meaning temperature should be above average at that time frame. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam video. Wow, what a crowd. What a crowd. Third graders, Corley Elementary School, Boaz, Alabama, Marshall County, packed out that lunchroom. We had a great session today. Amazing kids, and we had an amazing cake here. I like that forecast. And how about the Respect the Polygon? Come on those cookies. They were great. But those kids were amazing today. We did some storm spotting, talked about thunderstorms and tornadoes and hurricanes and winter storms and how we forecast the weather. So, again, to all these great students and the teachers at Corley Elementary School in Boaz, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. Home of the Pirates. Arr! So tomorrow going to be in Tuscaloosa, University Place Elementary School, and then Montevallo Elementary School in Shelby County. Then on Wednesday, going to be in Gadsden, J.W. Stewart Head Start Center, the little ones. Thursday, Banks Cadell Elementary in Decatur. And then South Shades Crest Elementary in Hoover, another 2-for-1 special. Friday, got Green Valley Elementary School in Hoover and the Trinity Child Development Center in Homewood, another 2-for-1 special. And then Saturday, it's a book signing. We're going to be in Hamilton, the Marion County Outdoor Expo. The book signing this is going to be at Bevel State, by the way. We'll be there from 9:30 until 11:30. I'll be speaking, doing a program on severe weather spotting and safety at 12 noon, if you want to hear that. But the book signing will be between 9:30 and 11:30 in Hamilton, Marion County, on Saturday at the Marion County Outdoor Expo. So a busy week ahead. And hey, don't forget, tonight's Monday night. That means it's Monday night Weather Brains time. The show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. YouTube.com/weatherbrains. Most of you listen. The audio podcast comes out late tonight. We produced the show at 7 Central if you want to watch. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.